Oh my God. Unbelievable. Yeah, that new college football game. It's something else. Yeah,
Yep, you need to download it.
yeah, we need to run 2v2. You and I will call it. I gotta be QB though, because I'm nervous what you'll do.
Oh, that's fine.
You're wide receiver.
I di- always been a receiver.
Yeah, you huh?
What?
What did you say?
Why'd you add a thumbs up next to your head? That's crazy.
I
That was
know
insane.
I know first thing about that. I did not add that. I don't even know where that's coming from, to be honest.
Before we start, shout out to Optic Gaming, COD champs. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I think if
Go
I
on.
was in that tournament, I would definitely cause some trouble for him.
Oh, I'd place top 12. There's
I
only
would
8 teams in.
top 12 individually or top 12.
No, like I'm telling you, like I'd be the last place team.
Yeah, I think I would too. I
Yeah,
think I
you get
probably
whooped on.
I think I'd probably be the champion. I'm the best in the
All
world.
right. No. There's not one game you've been better at and than me at.
That's not true. I'm better than you at zombies. Actually, I have you on video admitting that I'm better to you on zombies, so we can go
Because
there.
there's always some catch. There's always something that you have on video of me saying something else that you'll release.
No, I'm better than you at zombies.
Okay, I'm a prestige master and zombies.
I retired early because I was too good at it.
Yep, see, an excuse.
I'm a
Now
prestige
let's.
Matt. Yeah, congratulations. What are we talking about here? Just be
Bats.
your car has more miles on it. Are you a better driver?
Probably.
You're not. Remember that fucking curb you ran over?
No proof.
Can't say I've ever done. Actually, I do. I just like the zombies video. I got that one on file too. You wanna?
Dude, I'm really bad at staying off camera. If I was a criminal, I'd be fucking caught.
You're definitely. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you're pulling a sketch on us too. You got the OnlyFans out there.
All right, all right.
It's not disrespectful. We love him. We love the guy. But I'm just saying you got that out there too.
So what's the topic for today?
New Japan's going out of business. It seems like it. There was reports. Now again, it's from Uncle Dave, and Uncle Dave is
Uncle Dave.
Uncle Dave doesn't know anything, unfortunately. Uncle Dave is more wrong than he is right. If you want a source that's right about professional wrestling, go listen to Jim Cornette. Well, he's right sometimes. He's definitely out of touch a little bit. He's you know, he doesn't cater to the new generation, but he's
fuck Vince Russo.
Exactly. Big Jim's got some really good takes. He's got some not great takes, but got some really, really good takes out there because he always believes in the roots of professional wrestling. Dave is not right at all.
I'll still never get over before we start this video, the video clip of like the first All In and MJF gets 619, bad guy with one leg, and Jim Cornette's like, and then the guy with one fucking leg, it's a 619. He goes, that's a 3-0 fucking 5. You really think about it. I'm like, dude, this guy's.
That guy's unbelievable. That guy's a problem. But I love him.
All right.
I love him a lot. Uncle Dave said that the budget for New Japan these days is incredibly, incredibly, incredibly tight. And not only that, but the interest and the engagement behind New Japan just no longer exist. I believe Tetsuya Naito is the NW or is the IWGP Heavyweight Champion of the world right now. I could totally be wrong about that.
Isn't he the
Um,
president as well?
no, that's Tanahashi.
Oh yeah. My bad.
And Tanahashi is the current president of New Japan. I guess in a Hail Mary attempt to is Tanahashi? It's Tanahashi, right? The ace.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Tanahashi. I was thinking of somebody else. And so like the last thing that I saw about New Japan was Ziggler was in it for a little bit. He beat Finley for the title. I believe Finley's the new leader of the Bullet Club, even though the Bullet Club is kind of dead. I believe Naito is the champion. I could be wrong about that too.
No, he
Um,
is. He beat Moxley.
correct. Moxley won the title. Um, did he win it at Dominion? Or is it
Yeah, I'm almost 100% sure.
But with WWE, obviously in like a new era where they can't get out of the way of money with the Netflix deal, and AEW is a struggling brand on its own right. Like, okay, let's make MJF a fucking heel again. Nobody's seen that before. Um, and it's very interesting because not long ago, you and I were staying up till 7 a.m. watching the main event of Wrestle Kingdom and watching the main event of Dominion.
Hmm.
And it had the attention of everybody around the world. And it was at a time where the product that New Japan was putting out was far more interesting than the product that Japan or that WWE is putting out now. WWE at the time was run by Vincent K. McMahon, and he was, that he was too distracted by shitting on people's chests to be, booking good storylines.
Yep, that'll happen.
It happens to the best of us. Not me, maybe
Not
you.
me, but like not me, but
Yeah,
you
but
know,
maybe like him that checks out.
yeah.
Um, it was during the era where like Chris Jericho hopped over from WWE over there. Kenny Omega just had an unbelievable match with Okada. Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, Chris Jericho, Tetsuya Naito was arguably in his prime. Tanahashi was probably getting to the end of his era. Um,
Okada,
Okada,
Ospreay.
Will Ospreay, Jay White. The roster was just stacked, and it was during a time where I just had a great idea for another video while I was talking. It was at a time where Kenny Omega was at the time the best wrestler in the world, and in my opinion, that probably year gap was maybe a year and a half, 2 years. Wrestle Kingdom 11 to Wrestle Kingdom.
You could say even like you could say till Wrestle Kingdom 13.
13 was when he left. So I would say from Wrestle Kingdom 11 to Wrestle Kingdom 13. That 2 year
Yeah,
period.
he's putting bangers on.
Kenny
Bangers on
Omega,
bangers.
hot take maybe? The Kenny Omega in those 2 years may have put on some of the best I've ever seen.
Yep. I mean, I think that's
He's not the
not
best
as hot as you
ever.
think it is. No, as terms of technical wrestler,
Yeah.
yeah. That's in my opinion, I think you would have to look at someone else's I mean the guys that you think like Styles TNA run, like some of his years, but also obviously HBK. But you have to narrow that down to a million matches of Shawn Michaels that are
Yeah, I
just
mean HBK is still the
great.
greatest ever.
Yeah,
I'm saying like that 2 year run of Kenny Omega
was unreal.
may have been the greatest in-ring work I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I mean, he was fucking
I'd say
incredible.
we could talk about this in another video, but AEW for how shit it's been, Daniel Bryan's run in AEW could be up there too.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great. But we want to kind of come on here because New Japan seems like it may not be here for much longer. And New
Or we'll be
Japan,
here at a shorter scale.
or on a much shorter scale, like it's a lot more significant than people think because New Japan has been around for way longer than people. I mean the 80s, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the longest. They have to be the longest running promotion alongside WWE.
And to be fair, like I know people say this, but they genuinely have the WWE title is big because of its name, but how it's presented, the IWGP is the most prestigious and like limited title. Like not many people win it.
Yes, I would say like again that 2 year span, it was very adamant. I mean,
Yep.
Kazuchika Okada was we joke around a lot because that dumb fucking the
Fucking
Rainmaker.
clothesline.
But like he was on a dominant run, probably at a similar not a similar scale at all. It's not even close, but as dominant, very similar as dominant to a Roman Reigns.
You can't mention Kenny Omega and not mention Okada.
No, it's impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, those two had the fuck like Kenny versus Okada 4 at Dominion. If you're good, if that match is good enough to make us stay up till 7 a.m., there's something special going on there.
Yeah.
And those two wrestled 4 times in that 4 years,
And every match was
phenomenal. And not only that, you also had you had Jericho and Naito going at it.
We didn't even mention the Young Bucks before they were pricks.
Yeah, there was a good time. Cody Rhodes is there. The heel run with Cody Rhodes. Jay White just getting there. Kota Ibushi coming back. The Golden Lovers reuniting and having that incredible match with the Young Bucks. It's just incredible to me how from what years were that? 20
You could say, genuinely, I wasn't, and I've went back and looked, and like it wasn't as crazy, but like when Bullet Club got formed, which was like 2012, I want to say,
somewhere around there.
with Balor, I would say it got relevance though, like super relevance when AJ Styles joined.
Yes.
I could say probably like 2014, 2015 would be the start, and then all the way to 2019.
Yeah, when I would say that when AJ Styles was the leader of it, it was really, really great.
And then it went on a whole nother level.
And then it went, yeah.
Probably 2016 to 2019.
When Omega was the leader of it. Yes.
Well, yeah.
The fact that we never got that AJ Styles Omega match is crazy. But like they had so much going for it. Cody was there. The Cody heel run.
You could even say I know the Japanese people didn't really like him and he didn't present himself as often in New Japan, but even like Adam Cole was over there giving banger matches.
Oh yeah, like in the early days of Omega's run as Bullet Club leader.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what happened to him. I can't remember where I know he went to NXT, but
he got kicked out in Ring of Honor. It's
oh yeah, Omega hopped on the screen and they kicked him.
Yeah,
I remember that. Crazy how we still haven't gotten that match yet, even though it should have been an AEW, but can't keep guys in the ring. It's just like it's shocking to me because you like Wrestle Kingdom 13. The night that New Japan started to go downhill, I sent this to you on TikTok. It was the highlight between Kenny Omega and Ibushi at the A block or B block final of the G1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We knew probably at that time, or maybe it was a little later, but New Japan probably knew that Omega, the Bucks, and Cody and Hangman Page were all leaving.
Yeah.
After Wrestle Kingdom. The problem was, I believe, the Bucks were champion and Omega was the IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to get the belt off Omega.
Yeah.
How on God's green earth do you not do Kota Ibushi versus Omega at Wrestle Kingdom and have Ibushi win the title? Because not only did they not do that, they had Tanahashi win the title in not a great match, who then went on to lose it. I think
it was like a few weeks later.
It may have been the next day.
To Okada?
I can't remember if it was Okada or Jay White.
Okada.
Was it Okada?
I think it was Okada. It was Okada or Jay White. You're right in that aspect.
I think it was Jay White.
Fuck. I mean, either one of those. I mean, it didn't matter who won at that point. But
Jay White beat Okada on that Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
And then I think he beat Tanahashi the fucking day after.
You're right, because he came out and challenged him.
Yeah, it was either the day after or it was a couple weeks later. It was not a significant. I'm not a time for you to warrant that Tanahashi wins the title.
Yeah. And Kenny had too much respect for Japan to like. He could have held it longer. And waited.
It like Kenny losing title's fine, but you have
Ibushi set up.
That story writes itself.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what Ibushi did that Wrestle Kingdom. Did he wrestle? I can't remember.
Did he wrestle against Jericho?
No. Maybe. No.
I don't fucking know. He wrestled.
He was in a tag match, wasn't he?
Maybe.
I think he was in a tag match.
Was he in the 6-man tag with the Young Bucks? 6-man tag with Young Bucks. I think
so. Yeah. How do you fuck that up? It's right in front of your fucking face. And so you lose all those guys. Because I remember still actively kind of paying attention to Japan after, because I remember you and I watched the Wrestle Kingdom after, because it was the one that they were going to unify the Intercontinental and the Heavyweight Champion.
Which again was stupid.
And it was the 2-night one.
Yeah.
So it was night one. It was Okada versus Ibushi and Naito versus Jay White. This is also off the back end when Ibushi and Jay White just had an insane match at the G1. Both of them lose. So then in night 2, you have Okada versus Naito for the unified title, which is stupid. Because if you were going to make Naito champion, you should have done it at Wrestle Kingdom 12.
Yeah.
When Kenny beat Jericho, but I guess the notion was you wanted Kenny to beat Okada at Dominion, but whatever. I mean, you could just put the fucking belt back on him, whatever. And then Jay White beat the piss out of Ibushi. So it was like, what was the point of that? I guess Ibushi eventually won it. I can't remember when, but at that point, you and I were already checked out of Japan.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I really think that collapse of just Kenny leaving, they didn't have a backup plan.
Well, the backup plan was Ospreay and Jay White.
But it
wasn't done well.
It's this. No, I agree in the fact that it wasn't done well, but I also think that it is the same problem AEW is having right now. That Ospreay is an top tier wrestler, one of the greatest technical wrestlers of all time. No one can deny that. If you deny that, you're an idiot. But it's been the same thing as Okada on his own and Ospreay on his own. Can they draw? And I don't think they could draw without Kenny and the Bullet Club unless they created something bigger than themselves.
I think Okada can draw in Japan. I mean, we already seen that.
Yeah, I go back on that. I can agree with that.
I mean, we had to think like before Kenny and Okada, it was always Okada and Tanahashi who were putting on the really great matches.
Yeah.
And then Kenny Okada doubled it. But
Yeah.
I just like I don't I mean it was just it was an insane amount of fuck up. Like they were still putting on great matches, but the booking just continued to not. I don't understand how you are riding so high and then you fall off a cliff like that, and then you lose Jay White. Ibushi leaves because he has personal issues, which is you can't control that.
Yeah.
You eventually lose Okada. You still, for some reason, are relying on Tanahashi and Naito. Naito is well past his prime.
Yep.
And Tanahashi is the president of New Japan. But then you get like cool things in, like I guess Finley comes in. You fucking lose Will Ospreay, and now you have no talent besides John Moxley, who shows up every once in a while. And that's who you're relying on.
The stick forks in his head.
To stick forks in his head and not have great matches anymore. Even though he's really great in the ring, but decides not to be great in the ring for some reason. I don't get it. It's just sad to me. So, I mean, over under, what are the chances that New Japan's here in 3 years?
Oh, it'll always be here. I just think it'll be at a lesser
extent.
Yeah. Like I think there'll be less shows.
They're in gymnasiums again.
Like, no, they'll be in Tokyo Dome. Like, people always go to like Wrestle Kingdom. But I don't know if Dominion will be like that. I don't know if you'll have the the US title.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like, I don't know if you'll have minor titles. I think they might just go back to Intercontinental and the World Championship, and that's it.
Yeah. Zoom's gonna kick us out here because I don't have the unlimited subscription.
Yeah, me too. I got tacos coming anyways.
Oh, that's nice. All right. Get yourself NCAA.
Will do.
Bitch. Also, send me my money for my Deadpool ticket. I've Venmo requested you.